Welcome to the South Sea and Under Africa Polo Championships happening in the city of Johannesburg, and all the coverage brought to you by Kwese Sports. We're excited to be here. The atmosphere is awesome and we can't wait to get into the nitty-gritty of everything that'll be taking place right here at the Inanda Club. It's called the Sports of Kings, and I am so proud of introducing someone who's going to bring us some queenly things, if I can describe it in that way, and that's my lovely co-host Felicia Endersby. Welcome. It's so great to see you.
Thank you so much, Arthur. It's great to be here.
Fantastic. Let's start with what you're wearing. It looks colorful. It looks beautiful. Who's a designer? What is this?
So I'm dressed by Kalahari Fashions. So here they're based here in Johannesburg. Who are you dressed by?
Arthur Bonakawa, and I think I'm going to keep it with Arthur Bonakawa. What can viewers expect to see at this year's event?
Okay, so there's going to be some amazing, fast-paced action, loads of African luxury as per the event, celebrities, great food, great venue, great everything. It's a good time.
All right, that sounds like Quesified. Everything good, everything great, everything glitz, everything glamorous, and you can catch all of that on Kwese Sports. It's going to be exciting. What does it take to be the best polo player in Ghana? Does it start with competitions such as these?
Yeah, it starts with a lot of competition and hard work. You see, I am from a bad place, so I was born in a stable, so I was raised in a stable, and I started playing from the stable. So, and I was very bad in school, and I left school to play polo.
Well, I come from third generation of polo players. So my grandfather played polo, my father played polo, now I'm playing polo. So it's kind of hereditary, so to speak. So it's passed on. We see them playing, we aspire to play, and we just participate. So
how has the competition been so far?
Well, for our team, it has been very unfortunate. We lost our second game last year. That was yesterday. So we're out of the semi-finals now.
But we lost by 5-2. But we won our first match and lost our second, and now we lost again. I think we'll do better next year, very much better.
You're 12 years old. There's been so much talk about youngsters participating in the sport of polo and how it's important for them to start young. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's a very fun sport, and if you're old, you're too scared.
So what does number one do, and how is that role different to the rest?
What I'm much more doing now is most times that my team gets the ball, I'm meant to be running up towards goal for the pass.
What are your ambitions, your milestones that you'd like to achieve in the sport?
I want to go and play in Argentina with the best of the best.
You've competed in England and Zimbabwe. How has that added to your game?
It's a learning experience. You never know everything about horses and about the sport, which definitely doesn't help, but it's good to play in as many different environments as you can.
My love for horses is really what drew me to the sport. Polo is like playing golf in an earthquake. It is an incredible sport. It encompasses so many different facets that are so needed in sport. You have the agility and speed of racehorses. You have the finesse of a golf swing. You have the contact and a little bit of a push and a shove of rugby. And then you have the team element. You're combining so many different things in the game. And then, of course, you have the most important element, the horse, which has got his own personality.
You're not only the owner of the club, but you're also a mounter and clearly a man of many talents. How did that come about?
It's, I think, every individual player's passion to be around horses all the time. This led me to start the City Polo School, where we invite as many people as possible to come and take on polo. And from this, we've sort of started with a bit of a development program where we've got young coaches, typically guys who were grooms, and we're giving them the opportunity to come take the reins and do a bit of coaching and then also become players. We actually just had one player play this weekend. The gentleman's name is Nati Shabalala. He played for Team Cell-C. And yeah, that's kind of what has brought me to the sport, is being able to try and bring more people to the game of polo and have them get on the field and get playing.
So I grew up in the northern part of Nigeria. It's very influenced like by a horse culture, and all the men used to go and hang out at the polo field. So I used to go as well. I feel it's a beautiful sport. And I was like, oh, I want to play that. And they're like, yeah, that's not for girls. So one thing with polo is that women and men play on the same team. It's more your horsemanship skills than your gender. So I'm like, now I'm going to go and study it in university and really off I'm playing. But yeah, so I ended up studying horses in university, and then I came out and I got to play polo around the world. It was such a blessing. And now I've just come back from a 4-year break after having my baby. So I hope that women watching can see that you can actually achieve various things. You know, motherhood shouldn't stop you from achieving your dreams. And I think the same issues that women have in getting involved in things like sports, you find with women in entrepreneurship. And I think it's just confidence. Men will dive into things even when they're barely prepared. Women want to get everything right. We're very hard on ourselves, you know, and I think that affects just the way we jump into opportunities. And I think women just need to more jump in and just go for it.
How did you get involved with the sport, Smart?
I started enjoying it when I was young, as a young boy, as a 9-year-old boy. Then I started enjoying like that. From there, then I started playing. That was good for me. Yeah. Polo is a nice game. It's much similar to the other games. Yes.
What makes it special and different?
Now you have to be a good rider. Yeah. If you are a good rider, then you can be a better polo player.
You've made it to the finals. That must be a great feeling, surely.
Play very hard. We play against tough clubs before coming to the final. So we are very grateful for that. To come into the final is not easy. We pray that we need the cup, we win the cup.
See, congratulations on your victory. It must be something that you're looking forward to.
It was a good weekend of polo. We're very grateful for the hard work of all the grooms who made the tournament happen, as well as the organisers, the visiting teams. The Lagos team was a very, very strong team. They played very well. A lot of very good players in that country.
Clement, you're looking so dapper. Can you tell me what inspired this outfit?
Thank you so much. Actually, because I was eating now, I had to take off my beads because the theme said African beads. So I was wearing beads like a little nice tie. So that's what inspired me. I was trying to honor the theme.
So is this your first time at a polo event, or are you a regular?
It is my very first time. You know, I've never been here before, and I was just telling this lady inside that it's such a nice vibe. Like, I wouldn't mind doing this over and over and over again, because everyone here is so chilled, and people look like, you know, they got money for days. So maybe chilling around such people, I'll one day have money.
But I want to know, what do you know about the polos?
I mean, I actually had a really great experience at the media experiential event where they taught us about the sport of polo. I even learned how to ride a pony, so that was absolutely fabulous. So it's really something that's developing on the African continent, so we're all, you know, learning and going on the journey of the sport, which is known as the sport of kings as well. What we do know is that it's an extremely, you know, kingship, king men and, women who are at a very, elite level, but, now it's slowly trickling down to more and more people and it's more accessible. So that's really exciting.
So what is it that you do? You've got the stylish vibe to you, but what's happening?
I'm a model, so yeah, that's why it was easy for me to get dressed by Taylor Me.
I'm sure
Yeah, so I showed for Inanda, so they were like, come through, you should be here because you are like the face, whatever. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. The Africa Polo, I think to generalize it, is about all Africans, arts, culture, fashion, food, music.
Lala, you're looking lovely. How are you?
Listen, I am really excited to be here. To be part of the Africa Cup, of course, is something to be really excited about. It's a spectacular event, and as you can tell, the creme de la creme of South African society is out today, so it's going to be a good one.
Yeah, we see, eh? How many polo events have you done so far?
How many? I've been watching polo since I was a child. I used to come to Inanda Club as a kid and ride horses, and I would watch them practicing here on the field, so I've grown up with the sport.
So you're right at home?
I'm right at home, and it's so good to be here.
With the trophy presentation to Team Verdant Capital all that remained, so the curtain fell on yet another successful Inanda Africa Cup. It's great to see the rise of polo on the African continent, as well as the individual improvement in all the players. Until 2019, it's goodbye from the Inanda Polo Club.